Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at Ethereal, created by Pietrix. So stay tuned, and let's check it out. Alright guys, so we just showed off a realistic Six Flags park, and now it's time to do something a little bit more creative in terms of Planet Coaster. So here we are with Ethereal. It looks like it's a touch of Elven, or maybe even some Viking or Nordic stuff mixed in there. Something very off the cusp, different than a realistic park or anything that you would normally see. There's a lot of parts in this one. I'm noticing some FPS hits. You probably see that in the cinematics here. It's not the smoothest, but there's a ton of detail in here, and that's why I'm so excited to check this one out today. So this was sent in by one of our Discord advanced builders, Pietrix, and here he says, "Hi Johnny, Ethereal's a Norse / Lord of the Rings inspired nature park." Alright, well there's our answer. It has 8 coasters at river rapids, which are all based around stories from the Norse mythology, Lord of the Rings, or a little fantasy of mine. So it looks like we got a mixture here. All the queues are themed around coasters and tell stories of them. I try to make things look realistic, so almost every ride is close to being able to be built in real life. The park has piece count of 180,000 and took me 1.6 years to finish. Holy moly. Sadly, because of the FPS, I couldn't really finish the park in the way I wanted, so next time I will build one or more coasters with lots of details. Hope you like it, Pietrix. Important, the park has also 2 shows, one located in the lake next to Njordur and Vidar and Bandit. The other one is at the pond in the front of the main entrance. The main show of the park lasts about 5 minutes and can be easily out of sync with autosaves. This is why I suggest watching the show after the autosave right away when you load the park. Highly suggest watching this show last. I spend lots of hours into it, and it ends perfectly with the experience of the park. The park uses a couple pictures, videos, and music. You can download them here, and I did do that. However, when I loaded in, it said I was missing a audio file, which is weird because I downloaded them and put them in the folders, so there might have been one that wasn't accounted for. Alright, based off of his description here, it says he was going for realism on his coasters. However, he's gone for this Norse mythology, Lord of the Rings / fantasy feel throughout the park. So we're going to be looking at scenery that is very elaborate, something that you only see in Planet Coaster, not in real life, but then coasters and rides that are trying to hit that realism. So there's a little bit of something for everybody here, I think. So I'm actually quite interested in seeing what we're going to experience here today. So let's dive right on into it, shall we? All right, everybody, here we are at the Ethereal Park entrance. This is absolutely stunning. I have to say, there is this realism out here with the parking lot. It's a little bit crazy. Probably the biggest parking lot I've seen in Planet Coaster history. It's a little bit too perfect. I would like to see a little bit more imperfections in there, as it does look a little bit repetitive and yeah, just a little bit too perfect. Slightly rotated or adjusted some of those trees. I also put a few cars down, because why not? You went through all that effort to building this. I love this road work you've done here, though. This looks very cool. And then it goes all the way down to the highway. I mean, lots of touches of realism here. Definitely giving it that Sim City feel. And I definitely feel like this is a place that you could drive up to and go visit. So I first, my initial thoughts with this park is, oh, we're looking at a fantasy park today. Something, you know, you guys heard my intro. I didn't think it was going to have this much realism in there based off of some of the screenshots I was going off of. But holy crap, look at this ethereal tower here. That has got to be one of the most impressive decorative, if not the most impressive decorative park entrance I have ever seen. Good googly moogly. Now, he said there was, I wish there was a little bit more information about the show. He said there was 3 shows, one I should watch at the very end, but then he said watch one right away, but didn't really specify where. Looking at the Steam page, doesn't really say anything here. What I would recommend doing, having an image in your Steam page that says, here is the show, with an arrow, what time of day to watch it at, and how to trigger it. Because if I just sit around and wait, I don't know if I'm gonna see the show. We do see fireworks here. So maybe what we'll do is we'll try, at the very least, to watch this one at the end. I think this is the one he was referring to watch last. In terms of the other ones, though, I have really no idea. They're seems to be water spouts here. I would imagine there's a water show here, and said something about watch something first. But I'm not seeing a sequencer. It would probably be good to have a table here with a sequencer for this water show, because I really don't know what's going on with this. And I can't walk around in play mode because I literally have like 10 FPS right now. So I would wait for it, but I don't know. I really want to watch that water show. Let's go on up here. ATM. Yeah, it's unfortunate. If you do a show like this and you put all that effort in, definitely put a sequencer in a very obvious position. I'm going to pause it again because nothing on describing it in your email or on your Steam page. And if I can't find it, anyone who downloads the park will likely not be able to find it either. Unless this is it. It looks like some sort of contraption. No, I think it's just custom shops. Well, let's not fret about this too much and continue on with the park spotlight. And I'll poke around near the end of the video and see if I can find any sequencers throughout the park. Maybe in the future we can, if the light shows are really good, we can get him to send me a separate video of all the different fire shows. If he makes a video, gives it to me, I will upload it on the channel. I think that would be our best solution going forward if we can't find them. But there's plenty for us to explore here and coasters to ride, and that's what the park spotlights are all about. So let's do that. We have some back pathways that are very decorative and nice looking. Okay. Wow. Big Nordic Dueling RMC. Good googly moogly. This is fantastic. Food court. Like the menus there. Love the using the rocks as almost like a cobblestone wall. Very nice details. And you got it here as well. I quite like that. Very unique take on, you know, fence and wall work. Oh boy. I don't know if I should ride the coasters last or if I should do it like the Six Flags Adventure. I'd like to know your comments down below. You would think after 100 and something park spotlights I'd have this ironed out by now. But I kind of do it on a case-by-case basis. So for this one and the last one, I think we're just going to ride them as we get to them. I think that's the best way to do the park spotlights because you get that immersion factor. But in some parks where we have 14, 20 coasters and blah, 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 I kind of like to do it last because we would just, it's like one marathon of coasters, one after the other, after the other, after the other. But this has the immersion factor doing it this way. I like switching it up. You know, leave your comments below if you like seeing all the coasters at the end after riding the park, or if you like to kind of explore the park, ride a coaster, explore the park, ride a coaster. I'd love to know. So here we go. We have the Rival Inverted Four-Seater. Here's a look at the stats, everyone. 5.75 Excitement, 3.53 Fear, and a 0.75 Nausea. Holy freaking crap, that was a wonderful coaster. Wow. I quite love the navigation and visuals that you've incorporated through the terrain there. One spot where we go over the net was fantastic. I don't even know where that was now. You've interwoven and hidden things so freaking well. What a surprise. I quite love this coaster. And then the one part where you dropped us down to this little runoff here. So visually immersive. Freaking stunning. I'm not seeing that net spot now. It's like below the queue or something? Oh, it's the boarding station. We pass over the boarding station and look down at the people. That is so cool. So cool. Great visuals on that coaster. Definitely blown away. Okay. Dueling RMC. Let's go on and ride this. This looks freaking amazing. Is this the queue? Pathway leading to the queue? Here we go. So, we're gonna jump a line, which I guess we're gonna do one at night and one at day. Yeah. So, Njorder, I can't say that for the life of me. We got the Malice Unchained, 6.41 Excitement, 4.48 Fear, and a 1.03 Nausea. Let's do a point of view to start. Love how you picked songs. Oh, look at that. I think you might have made your own. Hopefully they're royalty free. Let's do it. Love the custom flags that you have all throughout this. Now, I have a feeling there isn't that much nighttime lighting on this coaster. It's okay. I think for the other one, we're gonna just go straight into cinematic. So here's a look at the stats. Let's jump on it. Beautiful work on these here dueling coasters. I quite enjoyed that. Phenomenal. Love the theming as well. Very fast-paced, furious, and also competitive in the dueling aspect. Really good job of interweaving these. Okay, so that's this side of the park. We still have a ton more to cover, so let's get to it. We gotta kind of cross back, like the little train crossing area there. I really do wish they added some sort of stop and go train crossing where the guests will actually stop using the paths. I also kind of like the RCT1 where they had the one-way signs where people weren't allowed to go one way. They could only pass through this way. That also gave you some interesting control over navigation. So hopefully Frontier hasn't given up on the gameplay aspects of this game yet, and maybe we'll see some stuff like that in the future. But here's the hoping. Really love your pathing work with all the fencing, the stairs. This all looks incredible. Where are we going? Under the bridge to a lake. Oh, Ethereal. Ah, so quaint and cozy. Love your compositions and these freaking buildings. Are you kidding me? Oh, that is some of the best Nordic stuff I have seen, or Norse, whatever you want to call it. There it is. Wow. Incredible. I don't know if this is a 4K blueprint. 17,000, definitely not. I wish you could upload those to the workshop, or at least try to get the top or the main structure in, piece it together. Some of these just uploaded by themselves. Like, that's probably under 4K. Wow. That's like the best photo room I've ever seen. Oh boy. This is freaking wonderful. Alright, what do we have here? Thorondor? I'm not good with these Norse names, as you guys could tell. 6.71 excitement, 4.08 fear, and a 0.93 nausea. And it is a giga coaster. Let's do it. Wow, again, absolutely stunning coaster design there. Really love that. Wowee. Wowee. These are amazing coasters. Whew. Hooey. Looks like we have a mine train coaster kicking about somewhere around here. Let's see if we can make our way to it. Again, I love your path work. It gives us great compositions and views. Holy crap. Definitely feels Lord of the Rings-ish. I'm getting that vibe there. I can see where your inspiration's coming from. I mean, you put so much effort into your buildings. Just having a little bit of concave there just goes so far in giving it some depth and pop. And all your little fancy work there with the little icing trimmings is just spectacular. So here we are. We're at another coaster already. Whoa. I didn't even see this guy. Okay, it's not the biggest coaster, but it is a coaster. What are we dealing with here? Freya's Stallion. Cool. And it is a Wendigo. Hey, wait. Did he swap out? Okay, never mind. It is a Wendigo. All right. Here's a look at the results, everybody. Let's jump on into this. Alright, it's a solid Wendigo. I love me a good Wendigo, and I also love me a wooden coaster. Holy crap, you guys. Look at that. No wonder this park took you 1.6 years to make. Oh my god. Wow. That freaking Hobbit house for a station. That is so freaking amazing. Are you kidding me? Oh, love the shapes on this. Damn. Wow. I can see if, you know, this would actually run. If this game had more capabilities of pushing things further, I could tell that you would just keep on going and going and going. Your attention to detail is off the charts. Definitely my favorite, or one of my favorites, if not my favorite, Norse mythology parks that we've seen so far. This is just outstanding work. All right, let's take a look at this. The Sleipnir, I don't know how to say it. 7.03 excitement, 5.6 fear, and a 0.79 nausea. There's the rest of the results. Very good ratings on your coasters thus far. Holy freaking crap. Again, passing through the boarding station, love those angles you get. The landscaping and navigation on your coasters thus far have been outstanding. It gives you a lot, like you're doing the theming through the navigation, and you definitely get that sense of exploration, even if the coaster is compact and has a nice footprint. Definitely did a good job at weaving it in and out through the station, through the terrain, and you get a lot of really beautiful visuals riding these coasters. I mean, I am just blown away. I really am. This River Rapids, this is probably going to have a pretty good scenery. We'll ride this at 2x speed. I can tell there's a ton of details in here as well. So let's jump on this guy. Where do I even board this thing? That is such a crazy entrance. Wow. I like that. Okay, let's look at the stats. Let's jump on. All right, really strong use of the no collision, embedding and hiding that track throughout the whole experience. And again, visually impressive through and through. Loved exploring this little forest area. Some good bridges, great compositions, rock work. The forestry was really nice. Going underneath the train bridge there. All comes together. Very strong River Rapids. And I love this freaking boarding station. So cool. Again, your attention to detail is off the charts good. Let's continue exploring, shall we, and see what we can find next. I think he said there's a total of 8 coasters or something. I don't feel like we've ridden nearly half. I could be wrong. Haven't really been keeping count. Well, there's one right there. Let's see if we can make our way in. The Nagga. Wow. Ho ho ho. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Your woodwork is phenomenal. Love the color pops there. Using neutral colors but making it stand out is really impressive. The buildings are so shapely. My goodness. This is stunning. Whew. I feel like this is a cascade coaster. Or it just drops down into the water. No, it's not a cascade. It's a dive coaster? Look at that. Whoa! That is so freaking gnarly. Look at all the scales that you had a hand place. A serpent crushing through the building. Hopefully we get a good look at that as we pass through. Oh my goodness. Whew. Alright, let's do this. So we have an Aethon dive, as you can see here. There's the stats. Let's do it. All right, I had to check that out in cinematic to see that big splash, and it seems like the effects weren't working the first time around. He had a day-night sequencer go off in here with some lights. Love the custom music. Hopefully I don't have to go back and re-render and edit the video to modify the music. Hopefully I don't get flagged, but wow, the custom music definitely adds something to it. And that first drop, we got a peek at the serpent's head there. I thought that was really cool, and you could see it clear as day. That is such a cool design. Really strong dive coaster. Again, all these coasters are absolutely phenomenal. They tell a story. They're immersive. They explore. The boarding stations have so much effort gone into them. I mean, I am just blown away at this park design. Really good job so far, Pietrix. That might actually... How much more do we have left? That might be... We might be closing in to the end of the episode here, but still tons and tons of details to look around and see. You could definitely spend hours and hours in these parks. We try to keep them condensed, but we have 2 more coasters to ride from the looks of things. Definitely follow the links down in the description below if there's something I missed that you want to take a closer look at. This is a freaking great idea right here. Kid slides down into a park. We have seesaws and swing sets. Man, oh man, so many amazing details. I just want to skim over things and make sure I'm not missing anything like that. It's such a cool layout. Working on the hills the way you have it here created some very nice visuals and compositions through and through. Okay, so we have the mine train coaster. Let's take a look at this boarding station. It's like a little residential houses. I quite like this. You definitely have like a different art style / theme throughout each and every coaster and station, but you also do a really good job at, like, you do a different theme but keep it within the theme. Different art styles for each, and I really appreciate the effort gone in here. You didn't just copy paste one building. You made something unique for each and every one. So we have the Canyon Runner, guys. There's a look at the stats. Let's ride this. All right, there's really a lot more to that coaster than you would first anticipate just looking at the track. Again, really great use of the terrain, the navigation. I mean, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse and repeating myself here, but it shows on every single one of your coaster creations. Absolutely flawless. Now, we have one more to ride, I believe. Where was it? This guy back here. The spinning coaster. Let's take a peek at this boarding station. Love this tower here. And the little windows and the woodwork around it. Again, a very unique art style that works well with your overall theme. The queue goes through this craziness. Wow. Now, I think I just got a peek of some star panels. Maybe what we'll do for this one... Oh, well, I was going to say nighttime, but so far he's done a good job at using the day-night sequencer. So we'll just look at it and ride it the way it is. So there's a look at the stats, everybody. Let's get on it. Holy moly, this garden workout here is phenomenal. Oh, I love that view here. So freaking immersive. Well done. Hats off to you. Pietrix, I think this might be the first submission I've seen from Pietrix. Haven't seen his name come up in contests or blueprints, at least I don't believe. He's definitely been spending all his available time on this park. I'd love to see what you can do in a smaller chunk. I would hate to wait another year and a half to see something from you, Pietrix. So try scaling it down for the next one, and I would love to see what you could do for the blueprint spotlight series, coaster spotlights, and all that stuff. You've done an outstanding job, absolutely outstanding job with this park here. It's time to give yourself some what I like to call instant gratification. Might not be instant, but rather than in a giant endeavor that takes you a year and a half, try something that takes you a week or a day and see what you can do there, because I'd love to see more from you, as you are definitely an outstanding builder, and I was absolutely blown away by this park here today. Love to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. We do have a water show here, as well as a fireworks show that we're missing somewhere. Wasn't finding the sequencers for this, so what we're gonna do, looking at the Steam page here by Pietrix, he has made his own video. So there is a video on his park. I'm assuming you know how to edit your own videos, Pietrix. So why don't you said you have 3 shows. I'm not exactly sure where they are. This might be one of them. This might be the other one. And then you have a fireworks show, I'm assuming. You said they're about 5 minutes each. So that in and of itself is about a 15-minute video. And we're already running up on about an hour here on my recording, so I don't really want to go for much longer, but I do want to see the fireworks show. So what I propose to you is make me a video of your 3 presentations, however you want to present it: cinematic, still camera, multiple shots, different angles, night, day, whatever you feel is best. Try to trim something together for me, and I will upload that video to the channel. Make sure you grab a royalty-free song if you're deciding to go with music and all that as well. So whenever you get that done, we'll follow up and we'll put that video on the channel, and if anyone wants to see those shows, feel free to come back and revisit that. Also, you have the option of downloading this park for yourself and looking around for those sequencers, trying to get this work for yourself. I also recommend Pietrix that you give a few examples showing where your sequencers are hidden for these. They might trigger at a certain time of day, but that is kind of unreliable. It's always good to have a manual trigger for those things, as it can take a long time to just sit there and wait on loop to have it show up, and by the time you catch that it's going, you've missed the introduction. So I do think a separate video is going to be best here. Also guys, this only has 1,500 visitors and 1,000 subscribers so far with only 33 ratings, so follow the link down in the description below and definitely drop this a rating. Let's make sure it hits the front page of Steam, stays there for a while, and try to get him that 5th star. I believe you need 150, so we're going to need 120 of you guys to rate this item. So if you own Planet Coaster, you're watching this video, do the good deed and drop him a rating. I'm sure he'll appreciate that, because this is an absolutely fantastic build with tons of detail. A great park spotlight for returning to the series with, we got a little bit of both with realism and creativity in this one, and I loved it. For coasters, they were all so incredible. It's hard to pick a favorite. I'd love to know your guys' favorite coaster down in the comments below. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Bandit 4-seater rival coaster, the inverted coaster there. I quite liked the scenery there. It was fast, it was furious, it was low hanging, stuck to the terrain. It was just quite enjoyable overall, as well as I'd say the dive coaster. I really enjoyed the dive coaster, and you had the touch of realism there with the spiral staircase. Not easy to do. Lots of good details there. Love the music and the storytelling there with the serpent, as well as the building designs were just stunning. All the buildings are stunning throughout this whole. That wooden coaster is great too. I think I love them all. It's really hard to pick a favorite on this one. Let me know your favorite down in the comments below, guys. And that's gonna do it for this episode of Park Spotlight. If you enjoyed, please be sure to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily Planet Coaster videos. And if you'd like to support the show to keep it going, you can do so by becoming a patron. Links are down in the description below. All right, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.